This project is not about me or my company. I don't have a company. It's an open source project. It's free. You can copy the code right now, do anything you want with it. You don't have to tell me you copied it. You don't have to ask my permission to do anything. You can use it as a seed or as the inspiration for your project. And you don't have to give me any royalties or donations or anything else. You can if you want. Treebard is free. It's totally free. Public domain free. As in, the only license on my code is called the unlicensed. And so you can go read it for yourself on GitHub. In my opinion, none of the Genieware or the genealogy database software is good enough to actually use. The Treebard project is not about Treebard. It's not a brand name. It's a showcase of Genieware functionalities. How should genealogy work? It's not about promoting Treebard. It's not about image. I'm not trying to sell you nothing. If you want to learn how to write your own software, or if you just want to use whatever I've been able to come up with for your own purposes, then I'm trying to help you understand what Genieware should do, and that's what Treebard GPS is all about. GPS, you know what that means? It means show the way, right? The initials don't match up. You could say genealogy, programming, samples, or Genieware, pattern, simple simulation, and I don't really care what GPS stands for. You know what it means. It means show the way, okay? Treebard GPS is here to not worry about backward compatibility. Treebard GPS is here to show how Genieware should work if we weren't worried about all the wrong stuff. We're interested in having a place that is properly detailed, a name that is properly detailed. We don't, for example, we don't do first, middle, last. A name is one string because in some other culture, it's not first, middle, last. So we don't want to start off with that pattern and then have to fix it later. All right? Places. Places are more complicated than they're made out to be in most Genieware. I don't want to go into the details. I talk about that in other movies. The whole point is we're not limited to being compatible with existing software. We're making genealogy the pattern. We want to be compatible with genealogy, with the best goals that any genealogist could have for accuracy, detail, and being able to save that accuracy and detail in a properly structured database that is going to save that accurate detail accurately and in detail correctly. And then after we get all the data working, we want to make sure that we don't see all that complexity here in the GUI. We don't want to see complexity in a GUI. We want to see a simple GUI. Double click, there you go. How many times did I have to click? I double clicked once and we changed to a different current person. I didn't have to go click off this screen to some other screen, go find something else somewhere else. We want to change to a different person. It needs to be simple, okay? I just changed to a new guy. That's simple. We should have simplicity here in front, hiding the complexity that's in the database. Denver is a city. It's in Denver County, right? Well, in Treebard, you can say Denver, one place with one place ID called Denver, because Denver didn't get up and move someplace, but at one time it was in Denver County. Now it's in Arapahoe County. One place, Denver, with one place ID needs to be able to have two different enclosing places or parents. Say, for example, a place has a border right through its middle. I believe Edgewood, Iowa, for example, the county line runs right through the middle of it. Okay, you can't have a situation like in other Genieware where the city has one enclosing place. Reality doesn't work that way, then the database can't work that way. You have to have two parents for that place, because right now, as we speak, Edgewood has two parents. And you got to be able to treat each of those. That's three places. Edward and his two parents. That's three different places. Each one has its own ID. You have to be able to treat them as individual places, and it has to work. Am I in a hurry to get this done so I can get it to market? No, I'm not going to sell it. So I'm going one step at a time. I'm getting it working right. You're going to be able to go to my repo. You're going to get a whole thing, and that database structure is going to be usable. You can make your own GUI. You can use my GUI. You can do what you want. And then anybody else who's also using Treebard's database structure, they can add their own stuff. But if you keep the core database structure intact, you all aren't going to need GEDCOM. You don't even have to use the same program. You're going to be able to share the database structure amongst yourselves. You can have different GUIs. You can have, your GenieWare A and GenieWare B, GenieWare C. If they all use the same database structure, then by golly, you won't need GEDCOM anymore. You won't have to compromise for the sake of GEDCOM anymore. Okay? That's why I'm doing this. Because somebody needs to come along, and instead of being about their project or themselves or their income, then they need to be about genealogy. Okay? So, never mind image. Okay, now, how long have I been working on this? I've been working on this for almost 4 years. I'd say approximately 3 years and 11 months full time. Before that, I actually kind of got interested and tried to start in 2015, but I didn't know what I was doing and I wasn't quite motivated yet. But in July of 2018, I started full time and I instantly got addicted to the project, and I've been spending way too much time on it ever since. I know you may not have the time. Therefore, putting I'm putting out the time. Now, why am I able to do this? Am I a rich guy with my own income? Nope. I'm an old fella on Social Security. That's why I can do this, because I don't mind having this obsessive hobby that I spend, 20 hours a day, 10 hours a day, 8 hours a day, 4 hours a day. Let's just say full time. It kind of averages out to full time, you know, uh, 24/7, except, I do take out some time to sleep every now and then and spend time with my family every now and then. Anyway, let's just say full time for 4 years, okay? Keep it simple. All right, I just hope I have time to finish Treebard GPS, because I love to do genealogy, and I know a lot of people love to do genealogy, and we are severely lacking in really, really good software. We need good software. Bad. Okay? See you later. Bye.